Shalom, shalom. Giving you an update of what we did so far. We took out all these bushes over here. Don just left. So I think I found me a new handyman to come down. He got a solid work ethic. So if you go back and look at the rest of the videos, the video before this one, you can see all this with little bushes here. We got it all up. Now it gives it a more neat appearance. I know neat is probably not the word to use because it's still being under construction, but I can see the vision now. We're going to clean all this up and start working over here. So he charged me $20 an hour. So he worked 6 hours. Check this out. He worked 6 hours. I went to go pay him the $120 and he says, no, just give me $100 for the day because you helped me out. I mean, there's a lot of lessons that I learned today. Like when the task seems such like a mountain that it's going to be a lot to get done, you just got to get started and then help will come. If you're looking for help before you get started, then you're probably just going to be frustrated. But when you start the necessary movement, that's where in the Army, we got a troop leading procedures. It gets in there where you start necessary movement and you get going, and then you can get help along the journey. Look at that. That's all cleared out. We done burned all this already. So we went down here. He's got a lot of leaves that we raked down. He's going to come back tomorrow. So he's told me he'll do $150 a day to go through and just work. So, and he said what we did today was a half day. And he got a solid work ethic. So I definitely going to have him on the team because I had estimates come out here and do me an estimate on how much it was going to take to get all this done. And one estimate said $12,000. And he probably, because he was short on work, he would do it for about 9 or 10. And then the other guy came out and told me he was going to do it for $180 an hour. So for him to come and say that he's going to do $20 an hour or $150 for the whole day, man, you can't tell me that's not a blessing. Sometimes, you get unsuspected blessings. I was just praying for help on how I was going to get all this done. And so tomorrow he's going to start at this corner and I'll kind of give you an update and see how far we come along. I didn't even get to put no dirt down because this stuff I could do. I wanted to help to get all these trees down and carrying it over. So we're going to clear all this out down here. All that here. Give you these trees over here. But that's truly a blessing. So if you got a task, what I learned, something that I knew, but just get started. The journey of 1,000 miles, look at me, I almost tripped. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So today was the first step to just go in and get started. And there's so many projects, he said he built pole barns and stuff. Like I said, he said he just got out of jail, so it's been hard for him to find a job. But I said, hard to find one. I said, you got one. You hired, And I was like, what time you get up? He said, man, I'm up early in the morning. I can, normally up about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I said, yeah, that's the type of person I like. So probably sometime around daylight. Obviously, he can't drive, so I'll go pick him up. He was not too far. That's what you call a divine connection. Like he has a need, and I have a need as well. So we're able to meet each other's needs. And we're going to go down and get all this cleaned up. Pull these bushes out down there, and then he's said he can start working on my fire pit over here. So do the cleanup, the spring cleanup, get the dirt down, get some seed down, over this next few weeks, and just start little project after project and being able to do things. So. And the one thing I was watching when he came was his work ethic. I wanted to see what type of work ethic is he doing, the bare minimum. Is he going to go through the extra mile to make sure that things are done? And he's got a solid work ethic. You know, he's even providing recommendations on things that we can do or things that he knows how to do, you know. So definitely a blessing. All those trees, this was all piled high, and this is the last of it right here that we are burning. And this is going to be a fire pit, so we're going to get some retaining walls to put around the side, some pea gravel. Obviously we're going to have to dig it out some and kind of make it a little neater. But been burning all day, and this is last of it, so didn't even have to get stuff hauled away. Like, I had some trash that was out here. Look at that. You know, that I had called a guy over. He was going to come, and he said he was going to haul it away for $350. And we were able to get it down and put it in the trash can. So saved me that $350. That's 2 days of him working. He just bought 2 extra days of working what I just saved on just this area here to get it moved out. But now look out at that area over there. It just gives it a nice view. So we'll get that done. We pulled the trash out here. You get to see the man cave now from the backside. So got the door open, so when it's nice out, you know, we can have the door open and have access to it and be grilling out here. Beautiful view, especially when it gets green and you got the greenage on the trees and the flowers and stuff that's budding over here. Do some work over here too. I'm probably going to put a fence over here. All this next to it is my land as well, but it's wetland. So I'm looking at doing a wildlife preserve and probably putting a deck here, getting the deck built here so you can do bird watching and maybe see some of the wildlife down there. All of it's not wet, but you'll see it in the summertime when it grows. It gets kind of pretty, like a jungle out there. So kind of a wildlife preserve, maybe plant some different flowers, put some bird houses out there to do bird watching and stuff like that. He's gonna come and gonna clear all this up back here. So total Abba for sending help. You know, when he say never leave you nor forsake you, man, you're talking about a blessing. This was truly a blessing. This is the other creek that's along the side of the property. And it goes all around to a lake, so we can get our kayaks in here. Oh, there's a fish or something jumping. You see that? Let's see if we can see him. It's over there swimming. Might get a pole on out here. Some was just jumping in there. But we're looking at putting a deck over here and a different setting area out here. Let's see if we can get in. Some making a little waves on there. You see them? Probably need to go get a pole and get some dinner. But all this changes colors in the summertime. The moon's out already. So we're gonna clean this up down here. But I'm feeling pretty good after day one. Just day one getting started. When I said I was gonna come out here the next day, I was originally thinking it was just gonna be me. And then lo and behold, Abba sent me some help, and what we are able to accomplish in one day, you know, it re-energized me. Like at first it was kind of like, man, this is a lot of work. You know, I have both my hips replaced, my knees acting up, got screws in my wrists. And I was like, man, but I was going to get started anyway. And he said he's willing to work. I said, why, you want to start today? And that's how we end up getting it all done. But got a lot of work for him to do, but just the encouragement after day one. I think, you know, a few more days of working with him, this thing is going to turn around. Talk with him about refurbishing this, getting it painted, power washed, get some more carpet and stuff out here, create another sitting place, maybe put a picnic table or two out here for when we cooking out. So you can see the before and after when it transformed. One day at a time, take it one step at a time and just making sure that we go through and be intentional. Matter of fact, I'm glad I panned over this way. Go put my dolly up. But shalom, shalom. Get started. Seek Abba for help, and help will come. But it talks about in Isaiah, if you're willing and obedient, then you should eat the good of the land. So your objective is to be willing and obedient. This is where the Most High has allowed us to be. We want to be good stewards of it. And in order for us to be good stewards of it, we're going to need some help. So help us on the way. Shalom, shalom.